Before we begin the presentation, BIMA, Bainbridge Island Museum of Art, would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is within the Aboriginal territory of the Sioux Quabsh people of clear saltwater, or the Suquamish. Expert fishers, canoe builders, and basket weavers, the Sioux Quabsh live in harmony with the lands and waterways along Washington's Central Salish Sea, as they have for thousands of years. Here, the Sioux Quabsh live and protect the land and waters of their ancestors for future generations as promised by the Point Elliott Treaty of 1855. The presentation you're about to enjoy is part of Humanities Washington Speakers Bureau program. Humanities Washington is a nonprofit organization dedicated to sparking conversation and critical thinking, and it provides many other cultural programs to hundreds of thousands of people throughout Washington each year. Thanks to support from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Washington Secretary of State, the Thomas S. Foley Institute of Public Policy and Public Service at Washington State University, and generous private donors, Humanities Washington Speakers Bureau presenters visit all corners of the state. To find other events like this one, go to www.humanities.org. The Speakers Bureau program is designed to generate an open and honest conversation on many topics, some of which may be controversial. We encourage differing perspectives and viewpoints, but we also ask that you treat this topic, the speaker, and each other with respect. An audience evaluation form from the Speakers Bureau program will be available on a table outside the auditorium. Please note this is a different survey from BIMA, or the museum's event survey, which you may have saw at the check-in table earlier. Tonight's speaker is an accomplished Bharatanatyam and non-classical dance exponent, guru, and well-known choreographer in Pacific Northwest of America, performing not only as a solo artist, but has also been directing and producing shows in Seattle area for the past 12 years. Please give a warm welcome for Piyali Biswas D.
Welcome, namaskar, and I'm Piyali. I came from Sammamish, across the lake, the water, and I'm so excited to see all of you. So I'm starting my presentation, and it will be an interaction, so please feel free to stop me, question me. I will try my best to answer. So the topic today is Beyond Words, Storytelling Through Indian Classical Dance. It worked. Little bit of tech error. So the first thing we can ask ourselves, why storytelling through dance? So we have words, we have films, we have many other means. So why dance? So dance is a language, and it communicates with the cultural codes to impact the audience more aesthetically. And I also think dance is a very powerful medium that stimulates human hearts toward imagination and creativity. Definitely it integrates the human minds. It also helps to explore the hidden meaning of the story. So dance travels through various emotions like sadness or joy, fear, braveness, even disgust, to peace. So storytelling through dance is so compelling, and it's so expressive, and it has so much of potential to use as a tool for a change. If I want to communicate a message, what I want, I always consider dance. I will definitely demonstrate some of my storytelling dance, some of my traditional one, but let's go to the methods, the tools and the techniques, how we can tell stories. Indian classical dance, I'm pretty much sure you guys saw it in videos, YouTube, social media. Like, what do you think about Indian classical dance? Anybody? want to say anything? Awesome. Yeah. It's beautiful. Amazing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. St- Sorry? Oh, it's strong. Yeah, it is. It is strong. And so we have many types of Indian classical dances. And Bharatanatyam is one of the most popular one all over the world. But there are many other types like Kuchipuri, Manipuri, Odissi, Kathakali. But Bharatanatyam is one of the most popular one. So Bharatanatyam, like immediately people think Bharatanatyam dance is only about Indian mythology. Yes, we do have amazing Indian mythological stories. We tell those traditional ways through Bharatanatyam. But the same tools we use to tell those mythology, we can tell any story, any contemporary story. So, how do we tell mythological or stories through Bharatanatyam? We do have hand gestures, we do have head movements, definitely eyes, and I love it. That's one of my favorite. And we do have neck movements, we do have feet and body moves, and also we have powerful emotions. That's also my favorite. And I will go like all of these in a summarized mode with this time frame. So before I go into that, what does Bharatanatyam means? I think a lot of people know, okay, this is Bharatanatyam dance, but they don't know what does it mean. So Bha, Ra, Ta. So, and Natyam. Bha, Ra, Ta, and Natyam. Bharatanatyam. Bha. What does bha mean? Bhava or emotion. Ra. What does rag mean? Ra means raga or music. Music is such an important component of any form of dance. Ta. Ta means tala or rhythm. Without rhythm, we don't exist, the dancers. And Natyam means dance. So it looks like Bharatanatyam, if we combine all the meaning, it means it's a dance with music, rhythm, and expression. So, a little bit of history. I will not talk a lot about history, but how old this dance form is. So, definitely, it's one of the most oldest and popular forms, which is actually originated from the temple dances in the Tanjore district in Tamil Nadu in southern India. So, the origin of this dance can be traced to the lot of old scriptures and books like Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra, and there are many other ancient texts written in Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada even. So it was said, like the historians also suggest, this was not named as Bharatanatyam when actually it was originated. It was actually named as Dasiyattam. What is Dasiyattam? Because Devdasis or temple dancers used to dance these to the gods in the temples, and it used to be called Dasiyattam. And finally, that evolved and changed, and here it is towards the world. It's called Bharatanatyam. It has a very strong history and it's a long history. It's a thousand of years. So it has definitely gone through lot of evolution, lot of political transformation, because India was going through the freedom struggle, then also Bharatanatyam had to go through their own Renaissance movement. And also, after the independence, this dance even evolved more and it reached to the worldwide. And it is very popular right now all over the world. And I'm very grateful. I moved here permanently from India in 2006. And 2006, Seattle area or Washington, and now it's a very big difference. It's so popular, these classical dances. People love it. We have festivals, we have so many dance events going on, and Indian classical dance has a place. So it is going through evolution actually here also in Washington state. Any question about the history? It's very short. I'm not super good in history, but I wanted to introduce. Like any question from anyone? Yes, yes. It is still used in temples. Even I dance on temples also. This Sunday I do have a temple event. Yeah, it's still there, but it's more in auditorium, more in festivals, outdoor stage, etc., etc. Wonderful question. Any other question? Oh, it worked. So here is a picture which is happens to be my older daughter. She's a junior. She was supposed to come with me, but due to some AP exams going on, she cannot be the demonstrations. Yeah, she's a very busy junior. So I will just cover three basic techniques. The first is the hand gestures. Then I will go through head, neck, eye movements. And the last one, my very favorite, 9 emotions. Hand gestures. And it's also called mudra. So what is mudra? We use one hand, we have two hands, we have various. So we have these fingers and it will move, and you can try yourself. There are two major categories. The first one is asamyukta hasta mudra. We have total 28, which is one hand gesture. And second one is samyukta hasta mudra, which is double-handed, and we have total 24. And yeah, these are artificial intelligence pictures. They also created mudras. Okay, it's hard to pronounce. You don't have to pronounce, just go through it. There is a singing pattern to remember all these mudras. So I'm just doing that singing first. And at the same time, I'm demonstrating. Pataka, tripatako, ardhapataka, kartari mukhaha, mayurakho, ardhachandra, arala, sukhatundakaha, mushtischa, shikharakascha, kapitha, kataka mukhaha, mushtischa, shikharakascha, kapitha, kataka mukhaha, mushtischa, shikharakascha, kapitha, kataka mukhaha, suchi, chandrakala, padmakosha, sarpashirastataha, mrigashirsha, singhamukha, kangulascha, alapadmakaha, chaturo, भ्रमरश्चैव हमसास्य हमशपक्षकः समदंसो मुकुलश्चैव ताम्रचूड़ा त्रिशूलकः इति संयुक्तहस्तानाम् अष्टविंशतिरीरिता. This singing pattern literally helps me. Like when we send our kids to kindergarten here, they learn those solar system and even all those things by singing, right? Just they sing and that helps. Very similarly, there is a tune, singing pattern, and just kids just learn it magically, and they do it in the school recess or in the car travel, etc., etc. That singing pattern helps. So I wrote the meaning of each one. It's let's go over some important ones and let's try to tell stories with those. So these are the pictures what I demonstrated. And I wrote all the meanings. Anybody has questions, we will definitely, yeah. Yes, around. So actually, dancers' hands look much more beautiful and more powerful from distance if we really dye the tips and the corner. Like it's more expressive. But you might not see people do it here because most of the auditoriums ban the red dye. So it's clearly written sometimes no red dye. Yeah. It just looks very pretty and very obvious what we are trying to say. Any other questions? Yeah. Oh yeah, you did a mutra. You did mukula. I will go over. You'll be the amazing person. Tonight you are going to talk about stories and like American Sign Language with mudra. Yeah. Okay. Let's try. Let's deep dive to some. Not all. We don't have time to do all 28. I can go over the entire night just with mudras. Question. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, because I can't see everybody. Like, yeah. Question. Oh, awesome. I have amazing students. Yeah. The very first one, pataka. Everybody try. The hands are up, the fingers are all together, like tuck in the thumb. What does this mean? Pataka means flag. We can wave a flag. Now, what else you can show with pataka other than flag? Blessing, bless you. Air, sky, water, even you can hold a plate, imaginary plate. Stop, wave, close the door, open the door. I love it. He's also doing it. That's the magic. I have even 3.5 years old student, they mug up all the mudras in 1 week. And then their parents have to tell, like, oh wow, like my kid is only doing this at home. That's so magical. Thank you. Keep doing it. Now, tree pataka. Yeah, this. It's a flag with three. What can we show? A crown, arrow, flame, cheek, etc. We can keep going, trying imagination. There is, yeah, you did it. Correct. Next is Ardha Pataka, half flag. It's so like geometrically, right? It is first all the fingers are straight. Now one, then two. Like it's just so geometrically designed. And what can you show? Horn. Now, this Halloween, we know what to show. Horn, tower, river, bank, even leaves. Oh my God. No, not. But that's an amazing idea you gave me for my next production. I should implement this. Kartari Mukha. In Tamil and Telugu, Kartari means Caesar's. Yeah, and Caesar's head. We do play rock, paper, Caesar's. So that's Caesar's. But what can we show? Separation, corner of the eyes, lightning. Yeah, I'm too expressive and dramatic sometimes. Bear with me. And falling. So these dancers keep doing all these mudras. Now you can follow it. Mayura, peacock. And you can swirl your forelocks with Mayura, even a creeper. Any questions so far? Everybody is practicing. I can see that. So I changed not dancers' hands, some normal people hands, so that you can think everybody can try mudra. So not red dye hands. Mushti. This is boxing. I know we all know it. But there are many things you can show with mushti. Calmness, even power. Anger. That's so common with my kids. Holding any object. Even it's boxing, but it's so powerful to tell so many things and all powerful things. This is, I think people know it, Sikhara, the peak, particularly in the Facebook era. But it can show immerse. It can be a bell. It's not only Indian puja bell, it can be Santa's bell. Question? Any question? And also in Indian traditional dance, this means hero or god, male character. So we change, okay, this is male and soon I will become a female. Like we just do by hands and emotions and facial. So this is also male. Question? No question? So these are like this, like some simple ones I went. Then comes the 24 double hand. And double hand also, we have a singing pattern. I somehow I remember it. Even I'm really old, like, but I still can remember it just because of the singing pattern. If it was written in some dry notations, it's not possible. But there are total 24 samyukta hasta or double hand gestures. They are Anjalishcha, Kapotascha, Karkata, Swastika, Dolahasta, Pushpaputaha, Utsanga, Shibalingakaham. Dolahasta, Pushpaputaha, Utsangam, Shibalingakaham. Kataka Bardhanashchaiva Kartari Swastikas-tatha. Kataka Bardhanashchaiva Kartari Swastikas-tatha. Shakatam Shankha Chakrecha Samputa Pasha Kilakaha Matsya Kurma Varaha Garudo Nagabardhanakaha Khatva Bherundaka Kishcha Abahitattei Vachaha. So we don't have to go details. It's very hard each one to pronounce, but we can always do it. I showed so many animals. What is this? Matsya. Fish. Fishy. Yeah. What is this? So obvious. Eagle, birds. What is this? Two snakes are entangled and fighting. What is this? A turtle. Kurma. Now same thing on top of it. A wild boar. These are tusks. Yeah. Like do this and top of it, and it will become a boar. This one I'm creating a table. These are 4 legs or bed. Khatua. Khatua means bed. Yeah. Also, we showed like shankha, which is a musical instrument, conch. Also, we showed disc, chakra. So some god used this chakra to kill all those demons. Question? Yeah, it's a very good question. I am from eastern part of India. Maybe you heard like Calcutta. And this dance form is South Indian. I love it. But to be honest, these mudras are there in every classical dance. There are some numbers differences. Some books will say, okay, we have few more extras. But yeah, these are used in Kuchipuri. These are used in Odissi. Even in Bengal, we have a dance form called Rabindra Nritta. Also, we use this. There are some similarities. Yeah, language, dialects, we have so many different ones. Did I answer the question? Any more question? A good one. So, Indian classical, it's such a fun. You can be a solo dancer, you can enact male and female in the same time, just changing character. And you can be a duet, one is non-stop male, one is female. But there are some mudras I mentioned like this, we sometimes use as a male, but it is not constant that only we have to use this as a male. This one, female. So if somebody is non-stop changing and standing like this, okay, I'm a male, and standing like this, okay, I'm a female. It can be hero and it can be heroine, it can be god and goddess. Good questions. Any other? It is common. And men, if a male Bharatanatyam dancer, they are phenomenal. Actually, I invited one male Bharatanatyam dancers from India in December in my show. People just loved it. But it is not a lot of male Bharatanatyam dancers, but there are. Even actually, I know an amazing male Bharatanatyam dancer who is like raised here, who is based in Seattle, and he's quite doing well. So these are the mudras, the pictures. I tried to mix up some red dye hand ones and also the normal people hands, so you can relate that it's not the dancers can do, we all can do. Now I'm coming to my favorite subject, 9 emotions. I'm very dramatic, and our kids are also very dramatic. Some of us, I belong to the dramatic one. So there are basic 9 emotions which is used in dance, music, drama. I know, he's liking it, and we are going to talk about more drama. Kids love me, I know that. I have so many kids students. They don't want to go home sometimes after the class. Okay. So in Natya Shastra, the book, a very old scripture book, there are 9 emotions are written. Like the very first one is Shringara, romantic love. So it's a crowning emotion and an egoless state that is everywhere and inherent in everything. This rasa, or emotion, connects and allows us to experience even divine love. So, love does not have to be like romantic, it can be for divine, it can be for parents, it can be. So, love is very important and it's very hard to show. So, this is a picture you can see, it's me. Here, actually, I am showing I'm in love with this flute. Oh my God, I love this music. So it was on stage capture. I was dancing to something at Kirkland Performance Center in 2022, and this was the moment I was in love with the flute. Hasya, humor, laughter, very important. Every human should have. Because this emotion connects us to joy, laughter, sense of humor. And definitely happiness makes us forget everything and relieves us, any stress. It can be for self, it can be for others, it can be gentle, it can be full blown, it can be silly, it can be even satirical. The very complex drama might have it. And here is a picture in the green room. I am fully blown, and particularly this American teenager, she thinks too much of fully blown laugh is very inappropriate. So she's controlling, but she has smile. So both are smiling, but too different. Now you will try explaining yourself tonight, man, what kind of smile I am doing, what kind of laugh. Compassion, empathy. So this is the one which we show the sadness. Because we do have both, right? We have joy and we have sadness. We have everything in our human life. And definitely it is also very important emotion. It's a bridge that connects us, helping us relate to each other's life situations and also empathize with each other. The feeling of a tragedy or a despair, heartbreak, sorrow, like caused by a parting with a lover, or even suffering caused by the death of a loved one, all are karuna. All are karuna. empathy. So think of a day you saw someone dear who is suffering and wished you could shoulder their pain. Actually, you are expressing karuna. So, this is the picture I am showcasing in Delhi, Stain Auditorium. And here, actually, I'm trying to tell it was a very strong production. I'm trying to tell why we have so much of wars, why have so much of deaths. So, that particular moment, a photographer captured it. Why? Why? I'm questioning, at the same time, I'm sad. Fourth is rage, Raudra. So it is like loud roar, like due to rage. Ah! We do it, see. We do see among the kids. And it can lead to irritation, violence, hatred. We bulge our eyes, control our breath. Like we do all of these to show the anger. So the picture for the rage is a current sophomore in Eastlake High School. She was also dancing a rage. It was like a rage about demon. She was showcasing in Stein Auditorium, Delhi in 2022 summer. The fifth one is Veera, brave, valor. It's like a confidence of a warrior after winning. And dancers definitely portray this as an energy with determination. So, this amazing dancer who is a medical student in Chicago University, she came as a guest dancer and actually she was showing a rage on Vera. Actually, she is showing Durga, and after killing the demon, she is showing this emotion. She's very expressive. The sixth one, disgust, bibhatsa. So it definitely is another one like it's like gross. It's something really obvious. Like I'm giving an example. So there is something called bitter gourd we get in Indian groceries, and if we offer that to kids, oh, they immediately, even some kids, the green vegetables. Gross. Seventh, bhayanaka, fear. My God, I'm scared. So I'm giving an example like we actually in our samamis, we see this. Like sometimes I'm driving like my car and in the night time maybe a deer is crossing and the light is on and look at that fearful deer's expression. That's also fear. So you can relate to all these rasas or emotions in our day-to-day life. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They are using mudra. Bhivatsa. Disgust. Fear. This one actually a particular point, like I'm scared. Actually, there's a particular moment I completely dyed my hand. It was not even designed, you can see. It is about like a demons, and actually the earth people, they're scared of their demons. They're creating havoc. Save me, God, that kind of situation. Did I answer? Oh, yeah, yeah, I did it. Example, I think you got it. When I showed Singha Mukha, it's lion head. It comes automatic for me. So we combine the hand, emotions, other things to portray my story. Yeah, when I was actually doing mudra, automatically it was coming, my emotions. You got it. Rasa is emotions. We combine the mudras and emotions to tell some stories. We combine, that is one tool, mudra. Even somebody has like a very simple, I don't have much emotions, but it's a man. I'm a brave man. Like I can have like I can enhance it. So these are all the tools to tell story. That was one tool. This is another tool, and we will combine as many tools to make our enhancements. Like the story will be really good. Last two. One is wonder, adbhuta. Wow, that's adbhuta. That kind of thing. Like it depicts the excitement and thrill, and it's sometimes very hard. It takes years and years for a dancer to express this in a perfect particular point. If I don't practice, I might miss it also on stage. It takes a lot of years of training and experience to get and hit the story correctly. The last one, oh, yeah. Impromptu, right? I do it. You can try to give me a story, I can give it that. I can call it an exercise. But not every dancer can do it, but I love it. Some dancers, they are only dancing the implemented, the choreographed one. The people who are unique and choreographer, they are creating their own stories. Yeah, I can try. I'm not saying I can do the justice. But if you give me some time, or if you can tell me a poem or story beforehand, I can choreograph. It's a hard one, maybe I have to choreograph. But if you're telling me something simple, I can do it immediately. I can give a try. Last one is peace, meditate. We need it. We need it. And we close our eyes like a yogi, and we are in a meditative situation. Can be any form. So I'm not going to much more. There are three more techniques we use. I will rather you guys try something by yourself. This is my younger one actually. She's a very dramatic girl. So we have, she's a good dancer. So we have something called Shirobheda, head movements. And there are 9, and same singing pattern I use to remember all this. Samam, Udbahitam, Adhomukham, Alolitam, Dhutam, Kampitam cha, Padaprutram, Upshiktam, Paribahitam. So many things I said. No. Yes. Food is yummy. And actually, in South India, people can say no, no. Yes. Both are very same. And also, I'm looking up the sky, looking at the ground. So, 9 head movements we can. So, here, like this head movements is also very important to tell what I'm trying to say. Yeah, question. No, sorry. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Music is very, very important component. And sometimes I do dance without music. Somebody is doing a dry narration, also, I danced. Yeah. We need all kind of tool to establish my story. Eye movements, drishti bheda. God gave me big eyes, which is like I love to use during my dance. Samam alokitam sachi pralokite nimilite ullokita अनुवृत्ते च तथा चैव अवलोकितम् इत्याष्टो दृष्टिभेदा सुकीर्तिता purvasurabi. So in the picture, you can see I am looking in the side while I'm drinking a green tea. I'm not turning my head, but I'm looking at somebody. And if I add the shringar or the love emotions, it becomes different, right? Also, my kid did something in the pantry. I caught you. Top to bottom. I'm scanning. And my kids are sometimes, oh my God, Mama got it. My God, she will do all dramas now. Eyes, any question? Eyes are very important. Any questions? The last one is very hard. It takes at least couple of years for little kids to master. There are only 4 neck movements and Sundari, Tirashchina, Parivartita, Prakampita. This is so amazing. Like I'm giving you an example. How can I show Tirashchina? I'm trying to look somebody. I am shy. I added mudra. I'm a peacock. I can be a rooster. I can show many things with the, but Kripa Veda takes a bit of time. So let's try something. Whatever knowledge we gathered, now it's a no more lecture. I will be demonstration and like try. Let's try to tell these 3 lines. Today the sky is blue. The sun is shining bright. Actually, it is true today. All people are happy and kids are playing outside today. How can we tell? Today the sky is all blue. Sun is shining bright. All people are happy and the kids are playing outside. Right? Such a simple things. This is also common. We are in the Seattle region. Today it is raining again. I don't want rain to be back. I want only sun now. I am daydreaming about a sunny, warm day, sitting beside the lake, gazing at those little waves of water and soaking in the sun. I do daydream like this most of the year. Today it is raining again. I am daydreaming about a sunny, warm day, sitting beside the lake, gazing those little waves of water and soaking in the sun. Did I manage to send the message? I think we do, like I do daydream every day when it rains. So we can tell, these are very simple lines, but we can tell complex stories. Like you can see in this picture, I was dancing a very hard theme. Like this theme was, oh, rainbow has colors we adore, but when we have colors among humans, why can't we accept it? So it was talking about many things. It was talking about white, black. It was talking about many other things in that particular dance segment. I do have a channel. I don't post a lot, but I do have some. I do have mini excerpts. And we can talk about environment. We can talk about identity. We can talk about immigration, invention. So not necessarily mythological story. I will demonstrate one mythological story, and at the same time, I will demonstrate a contemporary story with the same Bharatanatyam techniques. So that's my message. Like all these tools can be used, not only telling Indian mythological stories of god and goddess. We can tell any story, and it will be very powerful. So I want to play one video to start. No, I need your help for the music. Let me tell you. Can you, I'm just taking the center stage, and then can you play the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6th one. So this is, I'm demonstrating Lord Shiva. Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya. I will showcase what I can present with the syllable na, what I can present with the ma, what I can present with shi, va, ya. So I will present like this particular one. I'm taking the stage and नागेन्द्रहाराय त्रिलोचनाय भस्माङ्गरागाय महेश्वराय नित्याय शुद्धाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै नकाराय मन्दाकिनी सलिलचन्दन चर्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमथनाथ महेश्वराय मन्दारपुष्प बहुपुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय शिवाय गौरी वदनाब्जवृन्द सूर्याय दक्षाध्वरनाशकाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय वसिष्ठकुम्भो अवगौतमाय मुनीन्द्रदेवा चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वा नरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय यज्ञस्वरूपाय जटाधराय पिनाकहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय. So I told many things, like Lord Shiva wears snakes as his necklace. He has third eye, and we get fire from that third eye. He has ashes smeared all over his body. He's pure. And from his bun, the river Ganges came. I showed many things in just 2.5 minutes. And this is like sandalwood paste smeared all over his body. So this is all mythological stories. Even there is a particular portion. There is a story of Samudra turning the ocean, or the magic potion came. But after that, the poison came, and Shiva drank, and his throat became blue. Now I'm showing a contemporary story. How can I play YouTube? Can you help me? So this one is named as I Cannot Breathe. It was done with a collaboration with ballerina Jasmine. She's actually arriving tomorrow, and I have a show in IKEA Renton Performing Arts this Saturday. I'm curating a festival, so we are going to do similar kind of things. So how can I get this window to that? That will be an amazing one, a contemporary story, the Black Lives Movement that we are showing. Yeah, this one. No music.
I'll take care of it.
And then the last presentation will be, I'm a Bengali. I come from eastern part of India. And we have a genius poet Rabindranath Tagore, who composed 2 nations' national anthems. And he's the first non-European who won a Nobel Prize in literature in 1913. And today is his birthday. And that particular festival, which is happening in IKEA, is about Tagore Festival, Rabindra Utsav. There are 2 weeks going on, and this May 11th, we are doing it. Of course, we are celebrating this weekend. So that one is about freedom. And there is a poem which is often quoted by world leaders. Actually, even Obama also quoted that particular poem when he went to visit in India and other South Asian countries. And it is quoted by many other leaders. So his thought process, his work was way ahead of his time. Like century back, he was century ahead. It will take time. So meanwhile, while we are fixing that, I'm presenting Rabindranath Tagore music, which is not about God. It's very simple. My lute, it's a musical instrument, and not about musical instrument. This portion is talking about so many music going on in the nature, And entire nature is dancing to these music, the lute, the flute, the drums, and everything, the rhythms. It's about music, and we are finding the power because he was a believer of formless God, cosmos, and the nature. So it's about celebrating the music and nature. And while I take the position, play my lute. And this is an English poem in the beginning of it, which is taken from Gitanjali, which is translated by the poet himself and which made him the the Nobel in 1913. So it's an amazing book. You can read it. I love to read it. And always I read the Bengali version, being a Bengali, and that. I like the Bengali poems more, but I love the English ones also. So, no, my lute. Yeah. Oh, I can breathe. Oh. Okay. Let's do the I can breathe. Yeah. We have to do a little bit of sync. Play the music.
And I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.
And before I be a slave,
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to
You will not be able to stay home, brother.
Violence erupted after the acquittal of 4 white policemen in the beating trial of black motorist Rodney King. There's been looting, buildings.
You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised.
Now, the 911 tape of George Zimmerman's call as he was pursuing Trayvon Martin through the gated trail lane.
He automatically assumed that Trayvon Martin was a criminal.
no mama. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama, only attracted to things that'll bring the trauma.
There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb of
Selfishness got us
Ferguson,
following
Missouri.
the wrong direction. Wrong information always shown by the media. Negative images is the main criteria. Infecting the young minds faster than bacteria.
Ages and races demanding answers to the shooting death of 18-year-old Michael Brown at the hands of a police.
Whatever happened to the fairness and equality? Instead of spreading love, we're spreading animosity. Lack of understanding leading us away from unity. That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling under. That's the reason why sometimes I'm feeling down. It's no wonder why sometimes I'm feeling under. Gotta keep my faith alive till love is found.
Again, just 9 days after the uproar in Ferguson, a grand jury in New York City has refused to indict yet another white police officer said to have killed an unarmed black man.
Adding a new chant to the growing chorus of civil discontent across the country. Now responding to the white police officers not facing charges for holding down an unarmed black man, Eric Garner.
Let us realize that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice.
Something's wrong with the world here. We only got one world.
We're going to continue with the investigation into the death of George Floyd and the new.
The revolution will be live.
So I get emotional about this video. This girl was senior in Lake Washington High School, Kirkland, when we recorded it. And she did shoot this video after she herself got beaten in one of the demonstration going on that time in Seattle downtown, because she's like young, hot blood, like she has a lot of questions. Then she won the full scholarship to study contemporary dance in Berklee Conservatory in Boston. And right now she's one of the national level black ballerina. And she is arriving tomorrow. I'm inviting her. But this time we are not dancing with such heavy theme. We are going to dance my lute. She will be a ballerina with her lute and I'll win my Bharatanatyam lute and with Tagore tunes. And she decided to dance ballet with the Tagore tune. She's very talented. If you guys can make it, it's awesome. I can share the details and play my lute. And yeah, I'm getting late, but yeah, just stop me if I want to stop, because I can dance entire, like, I can dance many numbers. We have certain numbers which is 30 minutes long, but I'm doing only 2 to 3 minutes presentation. So this is about the lute.
By the edge of the far-spreading wing of my song, thy feet which I could never aspire to reach. Drunk with joy of singing, I forget myself and call thee friend, who art my Lord. How thou singest, my master! I listen in silent amazement.
মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি, কর্ণব চঞ্চল ছন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি, কর্ণব চঞ্চল ছন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি, মম অন্তর কম্পিত আজি, নিখিলের হৃদয় স্পন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি, কর্ণব চঞ্চল ছন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি।
Dalang kutaka di kutaka ta dingi na toka di pita ta ka jam di pita ta ka jam pita ta ka jam ta ka jam jam ta di kita ta ka ta na kita ta ka nu nu kita ta ka ni ni kita ta ka ta ni kita ta ka jam ni kita ta ka jam kita ta ka jam ta ka jam jam tadi kita ta ka kana kita ta ka dunu kita ta ka dini kita ta ka di kita ta ka jam di kita ta ka jam kita ta ka jam jam tadi kita ta ka kana kita ta ka dunu kita ta ka dini kita ta ka di kita ta ka jam di kita ta ka jam kita ta ka jam jam tadi kita ta ka kana kita ta ka dunu kita ta ka dini kita ta ka di kita ta ka jam di kita ta ka jam kita ta ka jam jam tadi kita ta ka kana kita ta ka dunu kita ta ka dini kita ta ka di kita ta ka jam tadi
বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি মম অন্তর কম্পিত আজি নিখিলের হৃদয় স্পন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি কোন নব চঞ্চল ছন্দে মোর বীণা ওঠে কোন সুরে বাজি।
Any question? I can conclude with my final performance. Mukti, the quest for freedom. Here we are going to use two poems. One written by Amanda Gorman recently, The Hill We Climb, which was the prime focus during Biden's inaugural moment. And we will end with Tagore's poem, Where My Mind Is Without Fear. Mukti, the quest for freedom. Play that.
Yet I am still in demand in every form of human society today. Yet the earth still seeks liberation, and with the earth's anguish, the scourge of wars within, and the horrors of wounds and loss surrounding everywhere, this world is still fighting within. The ongoing struggle with race, color, caste, and religion worldwide. When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast, we've learned that quiet isn't always peace, and the norms and notions of what just isn't always justice.
চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য উচ্চ যেথা শির জ্ঞানে যেথা মুক্ত যেথা গৃহের প্রাচীর আপন প্রাঙ্গণ তলে দিবস সর্বরি বসুধারে রাখে নাই খণ্ড ক্ষুদ্র করি যেথা বাক্য হৃদয়ের উৎস মুখ হতে উচ্ছ্বসিয়া ওঠে যেথা নির্বারিত স্রোতে দেশে দেশে দিশে দিশে কর্মধারা ধায় অজস্র সহস্রবিধ চরিতার্থতায় যেথা তুচ্ছ আচারের মরু বালু রাশি বিচারের স্রোত পথ ফেলে নাই গ্রাসী পৌরুষের করেনি শতধা নিত্য যেথা তুমি সর্বকর্ম চিন্তা আনন্দের নেতা নিজ হস্তে নির্দয় আঘাত করিপিত ভারতের সেই স্বর্গে করো জাগরিত।
Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father. Let my country awake.
Thank you. This concludes my speech. I went a little over time, I'm sorry. I have to catch the ferry actually. And I will go with this avatar. Maybe I will do a little show there also. Any questions? Anything? It is Renton IKEA Performance Center, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. The festival. It's the Tagore Festival 2024. I got 2 grants. One is the lodging tax grant from Renton and another one is from Bellevue to start this last year. This is the second year. This My Dance Tagore Trance is going to happen around, I'm the one who curated, I'm trying to remember, I think it's 3ish. And there is a huge orchestra by Projonmo Bangladesh, the Bangladeshi organization singers. They are going to be on stage and 7 kids dancers are going to dance live. So it's very interesting lineup, amazing dances from in the first half. And also there was a question about that boy Bharatanatyam dancer. He's also right now studying contemporary dance in Chicago. He also came here to participate. He's going to dance also. So, and Jasmine, she is going to fly tomorrow. This time she's going to do a happy dance, not serious ones. Yeah. This Saturday. Just cross the water. I did. You guys have to come. Tell I'm Piyali's guest. Then they will not ask anything in the door. I do definitely dance a lot in the Seattle region, but even the Washington Humanities, I'm very thankful to them for selecting me as a speaker this year. I am struggling with my own schedules because beside this love for Indian classical dance, I'm a IT employee in Packard, and with 2 kids, so it's crazy. And also I run Spartan races, so too much. So that's the reason I'm thankful for Bainbridge Island Contemporary Museum. They managed to get hold of me. It was not fun email conversations to get hold of me. Wish you liked it. You can ask me any questions. I do have a website, dancetantra.com. I do exist in Instagram, Facebook. I try to answer my best. I don't pick up the phone very easily, but I do. Answer to text, email. Email is piyali.dance@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I will try to answer, and if I do not know the answer, I will ask my teacher or some expert in the field to find that correct answer. I will say I don't know it. Hope you had a great evening. I could give something and just go and tell the stories. It's raining, sun, and just do all those things. Laugh, various kind of laugh. Thank you.